Save the coral reefs. Often described as the rainforests of the sea, coral reefs are an integral and crucial part of the ocean's complex ecosystem. The reefs, which are found in the subtropical and tropical areas of the Atlantic, Indian, and Pacific Oceans, support an incredibly diverse and vast amount of sea life. This sea life includes crabs, clownfish, sea turtles, lobsters, and sharks, just to name a few of the over 4 million species that inhabit these undersea wonderlands. Over 4,000 species of fish alone depend on the habitats provided by the reefs. But development of coastal regions, overfishing, and bleaching are all threatening to destroy the world's coral reef systems. Some recent studies have shown that all the world's coral reefs could be gone by 2050 if more is not done to stop their destruction. Development of coastal regions, including building houses, hotels, and other businesses along the shore, can be devastating to reefs. In some past instances, piers and other structures were built directly on top of the coral, causing substantial damage. Coral reefs, which are gigantic limestone structures created by deposits from living organisms, are fragile in many ways. These developments, built in large part to increase tourism, bring scuba divers and swimmers to the area. These individuals, who are mostly unaware of the precarious nature of the reefs, are a danger due to their excessive trampling. Overfishing, catching more fish than the fish population can replace, and damaging fishing tactics are especially harmful. Both are done to increase profit margins. The more fish you catch, and the easier it is to catch them, the more money your company will make. However, these practices destroy the coral and the surrounding habitat. They also discourage future growth of coral in the targeted areas. During the 1980s and 1990s, certain tactics used in large fishing operations, such as using dynamite, cyanide, and bleach to extract fish from the ocean, destroyed almost half of the reefs in the Indo-Pacific region of the world. And in another part of the world, a team of scientists led by Katie Kramer and Jeremy Jackson determined that damage to a large portion of the coral reefs in the Caribbean was caused primarily by land clearing and overfishing. Bleaching, when coral turns completely white, is one of the main contributors to the destruction of the reefs. It's not a new phenomenon, but prior to 1998, it used to occur only in small areas, and the coral often recovered. Nowadays, the widespread bleaching caused by global warming and pollution occurs in more areas than ever before and irreparably damages the coral. Coral receives most of its oxygen and food from the algae that live in and on the reefs. When the coral becomes stressed by the overheating of the ocean caused by global warming, the algae detach from the reefs, and the reefs lose their main source of sustenance. The reefs are then bleached into a whitish color and have trouble growing and reproducing. Over the last 30 years, there's been more than 60 cases of widespread coral bleaching. If sea temperatures continue to rise, the number of these cases will continue to increase as well. Almost 1/3 of all species of coral are at risk for extinction at this point. Nancy Knowlton, a coral researcher at the Smithsonian Institution, said, "That makes coral the most endangered animal on the planet." A study completed in 2004 found that 70% of our coral reefs already destroyed or are currently under threat of destruction. It also concluded that much of the wreckage to reefs has been caused by humans. The resiliency of the reefs is on our side, though. More can be done now to help the coral reefs bounce back, even flourish. It is essential that more restrictions are placed on coastal development, that overfishing and other disastrous fishing tactics need to stop completely, and more must be done at a global level to decrease global warming before it's too late.